I'm expecting something about tea and maybe colonialism, some stuff about how awful.
Brits are obsessed with the royal family. Oh no. George is like super eye rolling right now.
I will walk past someone, brush their shoulder in the street. Sorry.
You breathe their same air. Oh, sorry.
Literally. So when we often British people are uncomfortable around Americans or Canadians, because
like,
if you guys are like, it's amazing, wow, I'm so happy, and we're like it just feels
Tone
weird.
it down.
The expectation that everyone from the UK speaks like they're in Hogwarts, like they're from Kent. Hello everybody, welcome back to Pagoda 1 with me, George from the UK. It's very important. And
Joanne from Canada.
And John from the US.
Yes.
America, whatever I usually say.
I said it was important because today we're focusing on the UK and some stereotypes. We're continuing our series on national stereotypes. So today we're going to be looking at some widely held stereotypes of British people, maybe just English people, we'll see.
I believe this is almost like a halfway roast session.
Probably. I'm ready to be roasted.
Right. What are your expectations?
References to teeth. I don't want the camera to see my teeth.
Teeth? Okay.
Bad teeth. Americans think that all British people have terrible teeth. Yeah. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting something about tea. And maybe colonialism, some stuff about how awful. Yeah, how awful that was.
I mean, that's a stereotype. That's just a history lesson.
It's a historical fact.
Well, stereotypes are based in truth.
Okay.
Generally.
A little bit.
I'm intrigued to see what stereotypes were in your cards.
Number one, I don't know about this one.
I mean, John has seen number one, and he heavily disagrees with it.
Oh, okay.
Brits have a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
It's true. One of my favorite people to watch for comedy. Almost all of them are British people. Almost all.
I divide between people who like more physical comedy.
Oh, like
I'm trying to say it in a nice way.
Yeah.
More
We call it wet comedy.
What
versus dry.
Wet versus dry.
Oh my
Dry
goodness.
comedy, right? British humor is so dry. Generally, it's very sarcastic.
Yeah.
And it
Yes.
seems like everyone hates each other, but they're actually just kidding.
Yes.
That's how I am with my friends. I'm very dry and sarcastic.
It
It comes from a place of love.
So good.
Does it though?
Well, it depends who I'm talking to.
But I agree with that. What do you
I think so. In general, yeah. It's the sarcasm. I always think it's like interesting how the UK has such bad weather, and I think that feeds into it. It's a coping strategy.
It's a coping strategy.
Like a mental
So
health
everyone
coping
has
strategy.
emotional damage.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
basically, and it's like a depressing place to live, so you have to make it funny. I can relate to that.
You have to make it fun.
Yeah, I think so.
My first one,
Please.
which is the second one of this list,
Number 2.
is British love to drink tea.
Hey,
I thought you knew this was coming.
Yeah, there we go.
British love drinking
Expectation.
tea.
True. I mean, not everyone, but it's a very common thing.
Is it like still just as common as it used to be, or has there been a shift, different drinks, or a lesser number of people drinking tea?
It's probably, I think there's probably a shift towards coffee. For like
Towards
work culture, again, coping strategy.
Coping
Caffeine.
strategy.
Also, like as the rise of Starbucks, Costa Coffee, Cafe Nero.
And are British people picky about the tea too?
Yeah, actually, yeah, we are. I
Okay.
think.
Like very
I
particular.
think so. If someone drinks tea regularly, they have probably a brand they like, an amount of milk they like in their tea.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
So it's really difficult when I go abroad or I'm anywhere that's outside the UK to get a cup of tea.
You just throw the cup back. You say, "I said 2 lumps of sugar."
No sugar. I'm like, please give me the tea and give me milk on the side, and I will adjust. Everyone has like a specific amount of milk they like and prefer.
That is true.
But not everyone drinks tea. I didn't used to drink tea when I was growing up. But during university, I just randomly started drinking tea.
Maybe
Well,
it's
that's-
like a coming of age thing.
Yeah. Raise that
Become
pinky.
like refined.
Yeah. It's like if you go to someone's house, they'll probably offer you a cup of tea.
Wow.
A courtesy.
So
That was hilarious. British people are so funny.
I'm the best. I'm so funny.
The next one that we have on the list is that Brits are obsessed with the royal family. Oh no. George is like super eye rolling right now.
How deep did that hurt your soul?
I mean, I'm used to it, but
Okay.
George is over it. He's done with this
Over
topic,
it.
everyone.
Harry and Meghan don't care. Don't care. I don't know. The media. The British media, the news media, the newspapers, especially the trashy newspapers, love tabloids, love the royal family. Because it's like a circus. It's like US has the Kardashians, it's a circus. It's just a circus. Okay, it's like entertainment. Well, that's an interesting point, right? We just had the death of Queen Elizabeth II, and
They
the
did
country,
RIP.
the country as a whole, I was in Korea, but the country as a whole, from what I saw, went completely crazy. I know a lot of people didn't mind or weren't too concerned about it because a lot of people just don't care, but everything was shut down.
Yeah.
Because the monarchy is such an integral, symbolic part of the government. All government offices shut down. Yeah. Funeral was like a million people at the funeral. I don't know if it's 50-50 in the UK, but it's maybe close to 50-50 of people who really care quite a bit and people who don't. I'm a don't care. Never met them, never going to. Whatever.
You don't know that. This video goes viral, they call you up.
They're gonna have me arrested if they see this video.
No.
Well, number 2, which is actually number 4, it's a stereotype, but it's okay because in that country, this never happens. Brits can't handle the sun and burn easily.
I thought you were gonna say, I could tell. It's so true.
Really?
Brits, I mean white Brits.
Yes,
White British people and maybe some others, but
And some others.
some other people for sure. Yes. If you think about white British, especially a ginger, red-haired person, all my redhead friends out there just cannot be in the sun. Either burning or freckling or both, like just freckles. The sunburn, the sunburn's real. Lobster, especially if, like Spain or Greece, like popular European vacation spot, holiday spots for British.
Just like the big hat.
Oh yeah.
It's like rub olive oil on your skin and lie on the beach and become a complete red lobster. That's
Wait, they know this is an issue and they still...
people get used to,
Okay.
But yeah, burning happens. I'm actually quite lucky I don't really burn too badly.
I was honestly kind of expecting this to be a Canadian stereotype.
I also
will
be.
But it says, Brits say sorry all the time.
Yeah. Sorry, but we do.
But you don't mean it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reflex. If I'm in the UK, I will just be saying sorry. I will just be saying sorry. All
Sorry
the time.
about that.
Just sorry. I will walk past someone, brush their shoulder in the street. Sorry.
You breathe their same air. Oh, sorry.
Literally. You pick up the wrong mug. You don't do anything to it. You just pick up someone's mug and you're like, oh, sorry. Like, they didn't even notice.
Oh, sorry.
And to the extent that I've done this many times is someone will do something to you. You're the recipient of an action and you apologize because it's such a reflexive response to an event. But it's not like sincere.
Yeah. It's not like, sorry, you stepped on me. It's more like, oh, sorry. Oh, it's like a reaction to a situation.
I mean, it's pretty much the same thing for Canadians.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
This one, you don't have to put in my video. Just saying. It's the same.
The last one on our list is this. Brits don't show emotion.
Immediately goes blank. Brits don't show emotion.
Don't show much emotion. There is emotion shown.
I think it depends who's looking at the British people. Because a lot of cultures are not that expressive. But if you listen to the words or you can feel the tone or your English level is really high, you can catch it. But I think a lot of times people are caught off guard by British people being more reserved. Like Americans or Canadians. You guys are generally more expressive. And you'll say your emotions, you'll say how you're feeling, I think. British people won't tell you how they feel. And it can be confusing. So yeah, again, it's not everyone, but as a general trend, I think we don't express our emotions that much.
Would you say that British people are good at the what Koreans would call nunchi, like feeling other people's emotions?
Yeah, for sure.
Like empathy.
Yeah, for sure. I think people don't show emotions because I think British people feel, and this goes back to the humor thing, we often feel like it's embarrassing to express an emotion, like a strong emotion. It feels, I'm embarrassed to tell someone I love them or to be really happy or seem really satisfied. Even if you're happy, British people will say it in like a softer way. Like, oh, that's nice. They might be thinking that's amazing. Like, oh, that's good. Like, they won't be as expressive because it's kind of cringy or embarrassing to us. So when we often British people are uncomfortable around Americans or Canadians because if you guys are like, it's amazing, wow, I'm so happy, and we're like it just feels
tone
weird.
It down.
Yeah, it's like tone it down.
Well, I will make sure to never express emotion around you ever again.
But it's clearer. It's clear. It's more direct. But for us, we're like not direct at all.
Are there any, I guess, like stereotypes you don't like?
Yeah, that I can debunk. So I keep mentioning the teeth thing. That annoys me. And my teeth are not great, but they're fine. They're healthy enough. That's annoying when people think, because it's like, why? Well, that's the other thing is accents. There's an expectation that everyone from the UK speaks like they're in Hogwarts, like they're from Kent, Southeast England accent, which is not my accent, right? I mean, my accent's weird anyway, but I never lived in Southeast of England, so I don't have a Southeast of England accent. But there's often an expectation. I meet people from around the world and they're like, oh, are you British? You don't sound British. I'm like, well, if you go to Britain,
Yeah.
you meet a lot of diverse accents. So the lack of knowledge of diversity of regional accents.
A lot of ofs.
That's interesting. Yeah. So it's about like accents and teeth. What's
accents and teeth.
Accents and teeth.
Would you like everyone to know about the UK?
Ooh.
I feel like it's like a really big.
I know.
Yeah. Everyone
A
needs
really
to
big
know
ask.
this
Everyone
one
needs
thing.
to know this
Yeah.
one particular thing about the UK.
I'll say, I think it's super diverse country.
Okay.
More than you might realize.
Yeah.
I think. But when you visit and you start looking at like the food, okay, things like that. People ask, "What is British food? Is British food good? I've heard it's bad." Yeah. So if we think of like, what do British people have they historically learned to cook or created in the kitchen? Not great. Cakes, pastries, amazing.
Yeah.
But British like dishes,
Yeah.
like for dinner, not great. But the influences from the other countries that were colonized, etc., spices that have been brought to the UK, all that kind of stuff in the past, has created really diverse, cool food. And like we have really good, fresh, like meat and vegetables, fish. Like the ingredients are really good. It's a really natural, clean environment for growing food. So if you can cook and you have creativity, you can make amazing British origin food. But the recipes are British or not great. So British food is not bad.
I like how you started off with diversity and then the rest of the 12 minutes was just like food.
Hey, it's an important topic.
Things I care about.
I've heard that before, like, oh, I was expecting all these white people. And it's like, oh, no. England
It's
has
very diverse.
very diverse culture and everything.
We covered and debunked also a bunch of fun stereotypes. I wasn't too offended, so that's good.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, you were trying.
I know.
You tried it.
Okay.
You tried it. So those were some lovely stereotypes. Thank you for listening. And put in the comments if you have any stereotypes that you want to like inquire about that we didn't mention. Also regional ones, so Scottish stereotypes, Welsh stereotypes, Irish, Northern Irish stereotypes, English stereotypes, different cities, because again, diverse. Well, don't forget to. Who? I'm gonna let you
Don't
jump in.
forget to.
We all forgot to. We all forgot to like. Yes.
Comment.
And subscribe, but you didn't.
No.
And make sure to share.
Different directions.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.